Hey guys, what's up? This recording is titled Sounds, Month of August, Part 5, the year 2023. And in this recording, I'm making documentation of my experience with sounds that make noises, that use language, that are a multitude. I'm making documentation of that. And they started one day in the year 2013 and have been occurring every single day and every single hour since that day in the year 2013 to now, the year 2023. But I don't hear them when I sleep. And I have a prediction, and my prediction is that the wireless material that plays a role in the noises will be public and will be available live to the public before the year 2040. And I'm certain of that. And so I started to make recordings and notes and documentation this year, 2023, in the month of January, of the sounds that make noises and use language. Basically, they are an advanced version of a technology called Neuralink. And it's a technology that's developing right now. And so, but the recordings I make are mostly of recent activity I've been having with the noises, and I've made several recordings, and they are on the internet for reference and records and things like that since the day they started one day in the year 2013, a result of having been tampered with. And ever since having been tampered with, they occur every hour of every day except when I sleep, and have amounted to make every day and every individual hour to equal no less than 2/3 negative bad noise subtotal. I hear the noises slash sounds and language not even 3 minutes after waking up. From physical experiences I have had, I know 100% they are a wireless material, a result of having been tampered with in my sleep and even awake during at least one procedure I spent awake having been tampered with in the year 2013. And what I'm referring to the tamper is it's not easy to explain, difficult to describe. It's very complicated, but one day in the year 2013, I woke up and things were and have been very different since. And the wireless material's existence has been entirely denied by all medicine slash healthcare I've come into contact with several times in the past year, in the past 10 years since the noises and the language started. I've come into contact with healthcare several times, and they all deny the wireless material's existence. And healthcare and medicine actually say it closely resembles a chemical imbalance of the brain although I am 100% certain it is some type of wireless material. And the way it works is if I'm awake 16 hours because I slept 8 hours, 16 plus 8 makes 24. Well, every one of those 16 hours I spend awake, every hour will be occupied with a subtotal of no less than 20 minutes of noise from whatever it is that is definitely a wireless material. And it is not uncommon to hear 30 minutes subtotal in any hour in 1 hour, or 40 minutes subtotal of noise in an hour, any hour. And but besides that, the noise is significantly less, um, about no more than 10 minutes before actually being asleep. um, I keep track of the numbers, and that is how I know. And I've been hearing them every hour of every day since one day in the year 2013. And since they have started, they have been every day a subtotal of at least 2/3 negative every individual hour of every day, and no more than 1/3 neutral every hour of every day. And I know this from keeping track of the numbers, and it is not uncommon for them to be 3/4 negative, and that is really bad. And I try to avoid doing things that will upset the fractions slash numbers. It is complicated to explain how I don't upset the noise, and basically, I have to be careful because it is catastrophic for me for the noise to fire up and get worse than 2/3 negative. Um, Lonely, quiet, dark places seem to significantly reduce the negative effect the noises give me. I've been working with treatment and with healthcare since they started on trying to find a way to subtract and eliminate the wireless material that's existence and residence is and has been supposedly unknown and has not been detected or found, and whose existence has been and only continues to be denied by medicine and healthcare that I come in contact with. And I myself on my own have not had any success in finding or removing the wireless material, whose existence and residence is and has been only sup- only unknown to healthcare, supposedly. I know without a doubt 100% the wireless material compares to a developing technology that is called Neuralink. I have predictions that before the year 2040, the wireless material will go public and live and will be available, and it'll the the way it works and everything about the wireless material will be public. So, and right now it isn't public, but my prediction is that it's working on its way to being public and things like that. So, yeah, I've been making recordings and notes and stuff, and I got some notes right here in front of me that I'm gonna check out. And this first note in front of me goes, "This is the first note I am taking in 7 days. I did not take any notes for 7 days because I was using a type of strategy in an effort to prevent my situation from getting out of control. And it was and it wasn't really working out. It is kind of complicated. Anyways, now I'm taking a note. For the past 60 minutes straight, I was hearing insults being said at me at least 3 times a minute for 60 minutes to make over 175 insults in a 1 hour, including but not limited to the words, "You are weak and dumb," "You are a pile of garbage," the word "carton," and some other things too. The pronunciation was including but not limited to aggressive, cruel, brutal, violent, and loud volume. It has taken negative effects on me. I became nervous. I felt like sharp, small pebbles were vibrating beneath my skin. I felt pressure all over internal my body and even had small cold sweat on my face. I want to include for the past at least 3 days, I have been having occasional but very abnormal twitching. I was doing my best to not get angry, doing things like closing my eyes, counting to 10, and focusing on my breathing, but I continued to stress out. I can reflect with this note I am taking right now for later on. So that's that note, guys. I have one more note that I'm gonna check out, and then I'm gonna wrap up this recording. And so this next note goes: for the past 40 minutes straight, I have been hearing yelling and shouting in my 2 ears. Aggressive, mean, violent, brutal, cruel, hurtful pronunciation was being used when the word tortilla was being repeated in my ears at least 3 times a minute for 40 minutes to make over 100 times in less than 1 hour. The word tortilla was shouted in my hearing, as well as the word carton was being pronounced similarly once a minute for those 40 minutes. I felt sick, like I wanted to vomit. It made me very confused. It was making me stressed out and depressed as well. My gut felt like it had a heavy stone in it. My face became hot and I had a little bit of sweat going on. The sounds were being very negative. I predict before the year 2040, my situation will improve because the source of the noise will be located and remedy will be found. I am 100% certain the the noise and the remedy will be found. My understanding of the wireless material is that it is connected to something identical to human intellect. Whatever the material is connected to is identical to human intellect. I was closing my eyes and counting to 10. I'm focusing on my breathing to not be angry, but I was still stressing out. So that's all my notes, guys. I'm gonna wrap up this recording for now. I'll probably have more recordings in the future. If you would like to help support my channel, you can like, comment, share, and subscribe. That would be awesome. So I'm gonna wrap this up for now, guys. Peace.